Okay, well, hello everybody. Welcome back to some high quality Enigma Cup action. You have me, and today joined by Hypnos, our
Hello,
tournament
hello.
host, effectively, our Discord
Hi,
admin.
guys. Are you still there watching us after how many hours? 3 hours. We hit 3 hours and 11 minutes of streaming.
Barely anything.
Hello, Brett. Brett Budding with rum sauce. Hello,
Nice,
man.
nice to have you all back, and I'm very much looking forward to
Hi,
this game.
Ray.
We came back live, even though like the lobby's there, they're in it. They've not. I don't think they've started yet. I'm waiting for them to. I'm keeping my eye on it like a hawk, like a hawk. But because we were already, me and Hypnos were already talking about how excited and interested we are for this matchup.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought we might as well come on and actually share our conversation with you while we're talking about it. Because this
So,
one,
guys,
well, it's interesting because it's one of the possibly the biggest ELO difference between the higher rated players possible. Oladushek is 1800 and Sitaux is 2K7. There's a 900 point difference. Like, that's huge.
and as you know, Sitaux and BigChief won all the sets so far. So they are first in the ranking. They never lost. So somehow we are hoping other teams can manage to get a few sets from them.
I'm
So
certainly hoping that they have their first game loss. Have they even dropped a map yet? I don't think they've even dropped a map. Crazy. I think they're clean 2-0 wins every time. And I think they've been pushed a little bit. Because I think they faced up against Mad Tomsky. That might have been like their first match. And they're a really good squad.
So yeah, Louisiana, they played against Lefty Saxon and Wizanatic in the first match.
Yeah. Painful brute. And then they
Sorry, no apology. No, you were right, man. Sorry, Dubrox and Madatowski was their first match. Yeah, you're right.
Look at this guy. I'm so into this tournament.
Wow. Yeah, you are.
Games.
Wow, good memory. I have a really bad memory.
That's okay.
I really bad memory.
I remember most of the games that I've casted recently.
Nice. Wow. Because I don't.
Well, I've done quite a bit of casting for this particular tournament.
Yeah. Most of them.
We'll continue. I'd love a bit of some more Jade Arrow casts. I really enjoy them. But the other thing that I really enjoy is the game. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I believe we have the startings of a lobby. When it finally lets me in. And it is. I am in. Capture Age is loading, and we will join it. Oh.
That's the previous one.
Yeah. but it's not on my screen. It's not. There we go. don't know why it was showing a screenshot of the old one. Okay, so I tell you what I need to do. Hold the darn phone. Oladushek's team is called Mindless Crusaders, something like that.
Mindless Crusader, yeah. Mindless Crusaders.
And Sitaux's team, Louisiana. I've probably spelt that wrong, but it's close enough. And we'll zoom across to real time because, We're so close to it, we might as well be real time. We have, in a nice, interesting map team together, like, so this is somebody's pick. Somebody has prepped this. Seize the mountain. Fascinating. So we have Sitaux as Gujaras and BigChief as the Huns down to the south. And to the north, we have Oladushek in the pink, playing as the Khmer. And finding a cool internet name is Tough in the red, playing as the Franks. Something that we have seen from this squad before. The kind of Frank play from finding a cool internet name is Tough. Interesting. And what a funky map. So we've got a hill with a lot of forest in the middle, minimal resources, so just small pockets of gold and small pockets of stone. Nothing to really fight for on the water, and I'm assuming you can drop docks, so there's definitely a capability for demos, but there's minimal res on our shared central island as well. So moving out to that middle area is pretty darn important. Makes for an interesting map. Who picked this? Who picked this map? It was whoever won the coin toss, I guess.
Let me see.
You can be my Discord coin toss teller. Because this will be.
I think Oladushek. I think Oladushek won.
And picked this. Okay.
I guess they might have something in mind. Probably.
Yeah, definitely. This feels like a prepped map and a prepped strat. So
I guess.
I love this. And that might be why they had to leave the lobby, is that they needed to download the map. Seize the mountain, and there is a bit of a mountain to push. Sitaux pushing in Hunt from about 1 million miles away. Because, of course, he has the time and the ability to do that. Finding a cool internet name is Tough. Scouting out, pulling in his boar as well. So far, so good. Idle time for everybody except BigChief is pretty low. We can expect BigChief to probably reach about 2 minutes of TC idle time before we click up to Feudal Age. And if he manages to keep it below 2 minutes, that's been a good day for BigChief. BigChief doesn't need eco to charm his opponents to death. And I think that is a solid play for the Sitaux and BigChief team. It might be a tough map for them, though. Because part of their play is effectively ignoring BigChief, and then Sitaux goes and plays 2v1. Right? Well, because they're both in the same place, he'll be playing 2v1 very, very early. Like, very early. So either he has to move out forward and take control of the map, or he has to encourage BigChief to go forward and be a distraction so he can boom. Like, that's been the Sitaux play so far, is heavy booming and the ability to just out-eco and out-unit produce his opponents. I don't know if that can happen today. Look at that. Feudal Age coming in for Oladushek and for finding a cool internet name is Tough. Loom on the way in for BigChief.
So yeah, I think they are very close, so they could help each other somehow. I mean, if they wall off, and let's see what's their strategy.
It's just pretty much impossible to wall this map, though, because
Why?
So units can obviously run on this. It's swamp or marshland, so we'd have to wall all the way around our whole base, effectively, a whole central area. And there's not a huge amount of wood in our island to facilitate that. So it's probably better to just sort of count on the fact that our opponents are going to go scouts and go for a spear defense and small walls around important resources. But it's not. That's not what we're doing. Oladushek is going for fast feudal double archery range blacksmith. Fully prepped strat. Camel Scout from Sitaux should spot this. And off the back of this, we have a barracks and a stable down for the Frank play, who is obviously going to go for scouts. I love this. There is going to be some pressure, and they are pinging Big Chief. Big Chief is going to be the focus of this early aggro. Scouts for Sitaux moving out together, and we're going to have a bit of a scout mass, and Vils moving forward as well. Now, is this Vils moving forward to go and hunt? It's 5, so this could be Vils going forward to try and drop a tower. It's not. It's Vils going forward to hunt, so we're probably going to drop a mill then. Or they've... I mean, I like that. We really need to try and grab as much food as possible to get a smooth click-up time. We do spot the archers. And the scouts go...
So why is not making a mill? Why is Sitaux is not making a mill?
I think it's probably because he doesn't need it just yet. He'll probably make one when it's necessary. I think he's focusing very much on trying to get a little bit of damage. Instead, he's going for Watchtower. So this is an area that is definitely being considered important from Sitaux. Because this tower is super preemptive. So this is a wood line that he considers important. This is probably the staging area of his future eco. And the tower comes up beautifully. Like, the defense is so good. And oh my god, cats, could you stop fighting?
Oh wow, he lost already his archers.
Yeah, dived in, fought by the TC. Scout mass is there. Gujaras are a great sieve for dealing with everything that Franks and Khmer are going to be throwing at them. Just a solid pick. Solid pick. Going to keep massing up those archers. And what I'm intrigued by is the fact that we're so late with our joining in. Like, if we'd been moving forward together as scouts and archers, it might have been useful. But as it stands, if we take this fight, Sitaux wins.
Yeah.
Maybe not if the archers join in, but again, we're gonna be caught out. Archer reinforcements are going to be spotted by the scouts, and the scouts are going to mop them up.
Oh no! Wow.
It's just map awareness. This is the bit where Oladushek will fall down compared to Sitaux quite a lot. Like, Oladushek's great, and his team play with finding a cool internet name is going to be really strong. But the individual unit control is going to so heavily favour Sitaux. Heavily. We've got some Sanjay fans in the chat. I believe that is finding a cool internet name is tough. Very popular man. Very popular man.
So Oladushek was streaming Sitaux today in the cup that he just played, so he should know him.
Oladushek was, well, I think most people should know, should really know Sitaux. He's definitely been around the scene for a long time as one of our best pros. And it truly is.
Oh yeah, Elendo. Yeah.
And look, preemptive tower from Big Chief on the gold. I like it. It's unfortunate that there's this area back here, because otherwise he could wall across there and really make the base pretty safe, kind of easily.
Could they just build a dock and making fish traps?
Yes, I mean they could. I don't know if it'd be worth it. On this map.
They are not playing very well as a team, I think, or I'm not sure.
It's definitely very tough, because Sitaux has bloodlines on the way and a Big Chief is on the way to Castle Age. Let's go.
They've been losing archers.
It's tough, right? Because
it's 2 versus 1, guys. So. No, come on. They are just losing the archers.
Always taking the engagements on the hill. He's always getting those useful pickoffs, and he's keeping the archer numbers like low, and Oladushek is trying to snipe the weak ones, so like that's great. But at the same time as all of that, he's still sending Vils out. He's still expanding his eco. Same time, like we've moved out to wood for Oladushek, and finding a cool internet name is tough, and we are prepping archers of our well, fletching is in, so we're probably going cav archer, stable, yes, so stable for bloodlines. They're going to be so shocked by BigChief being in castle. And look at this lag. BigChief keeping the idle TC time down to 2 minutes. By the time he clicks up to castle. That's very unlike BigChief. It feels like he's been practicing. It very much feels like he's been practicing. Wheelbarrow on the way in for Sitaux, which probably means that we are not super far away from clicking. Yeah, there we go. Wheelbarrow finishes. Click up to Castle Age is in. Both Sitaux and BigChief will be in Castle Age before finding a cool internet name is tough and Oladushek. Now, Oladushek has had quite a bit of idle TC time himself at over 2 minutes, which is a little unfortunate for our higher rated player. And we'll probably need to consider kind of swapping away from archer play soon. I don't think Khmer is the right civ for archer play long term. But who knows? We can see how much damage 3 scouts from Sitaux can do to the quite vulnerable eco of Oladushek, and finding a cool internet name is tough. Cav archers? Cav archers! There we go. Hun cav archers on the way. Look at this. They've been talking together. Done a really nice job of walling as well.
Hello, Hammer, Rhodes. Hi, man.
Who doesn't love a bit of BigChief action? Ballistics on the way in as well. Guys University, all off 1 TC. Like, I feel like BigChief has been doing some thinking about how he's going to play these games. There's some prep going on here. This is a completely different BigChief than we saw in the previous set. Like, this is a BigChief who's going to be doing something useful. Cav archers going to trade absolutely fine with the archers of Oladushek. Oladushek only just clicking up. Feudal archers versus cav archers is not a fight those archers ever want to be taking. They can never escape. They will always die. The archers go down, and I bet that they're not far off wanting to click that first GG, because it is a bit of a dirty stomp.
Wow.
All of those archers go down. You can't out-micro the chief. He doesn't care. He will mop up. And at the same time, Sitaux is just punishing. And while all of this is happening, we're starting to prep camel riders. Our eco's looking tidy. We're probably even considering a second TC sometime soon. Possibly round here, because there's the gold here. We can still protect the wood line. Yeah, boy! I can predict things. I can think like Sitaux. I got a 2K7 mind, baby. Just not 2K7 hands. Okay. But the army looking scary. Shravamsha riders and camels will decimate the archers of Oladushek, and these archers should die before they get to turn into crossbows. And that is, as we have seen in previous games, not having your archers be crossbows be not that great. Hypnostradamus? No, that's fucking Tomstradamus, you fuckers. Tomstradamus.
Oh, poor Tom.
It's fine, I'll get over it eventually. One day. Who I don't think will be getting over it is probably Oladushek,
we have some
who is
fighting.
absolutely punished, is currently the lowest score in the game. Finding a cool internet name is tough. Just pumping out those Frank Knights. Has a bit of expansion down. Has a decent mass. So can take some engagement. But look at this army. Oh, it's beautiful. What a fantastic combo. Shravamsha Riders, Camels, and Cav Archers. I bet Sitaux did not expect Big Chief to be coming in so clutch today. I bet if we have a winner's interview at the end of this, we'll be like, hey, Sitaux, so what did it feel like to be carried by the Chief? Because that Cav Archer play came in so beautifully. There was a really nice window where damage could have happened with the Archers coming in the back and just pummeling everything because they're so vulnerable to the side because Big Chief didn't finish off the walling. But because he's just gone straight fast castle Cav Archers, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now the raids are going to come in, and Shravamsha Riders are some of the best raiding units in the game. They can dive under TCs, receive minimal damage because of their magic power to like not get hit. They don't do great against knights, as we can see. One knight took ages to die, but knights don't do great against camels. So when it comes down to it, how well can Finding a Cool internet name is tough hold against the 2K7 player of Sitaux to give Oladushek time to find a window into this game? I am not sure. Oh, the Shravamsha Riders mixed in are an absolute nuisance. I mean, we'll still clear it up, but at the same time as the clear up is going on, we're receiving damage. Yikes. The gold gets cleared.
Oh, yeah.
They're still running round. And we have siege. We have Cav Archers. We have more units. 1 TC. We don't need to make anything else. The pathing, though, for these Cav Archers is pretty darn stupid. Instead of just coming out this way, it's spawning the Cav Archers like this side and then pathing it all the way round instead of just chucking it out to the north. I never quite understood how like building stuff works. It's like it might even be... Oh, there we go. It behaves this time. That's nice. Just how? What is going on? Okay, well, siege, Shravamshas, Cav Archers, knights will do absolutely fine against this army, but the siege is just... Knights counter siege unless your siege is being controlled by a 2K7 player. Like, Sitaux is on the caliber of player that fights against Viper and Hera and Doubt and Max. Like, it's... There is not many people who we can say are in the top 1% of our game. And Sitaux is firmly in that. I think that Oladushek, in tournament settings, can be incredibly competitive. I think he's a really impressive player, and I love the combo of Finding a Cool internet name is tough and Oladushek. I would not be surprised if they were able to take a game off Big Chief and Sitaux. Like, really wouldn't be surprised. I think they're very impressive. But they are constantly being caught out of position. The military choices of units is great. Finding a Cool internet name is tough is doing some great diving in to try and allow the crossbows to take the best engagements that they can, but Shravamsha Riders will clear them up. Yeah. And all of the knights go down. And we can just keep pressuring. As this is going on, we've managed to get up to a decent eco, actually, for Finding a Cool internet name is tough. 74 vills, 1920 military. You know, Chief stopped making villagers. Chief hasn't made a villager in, like, oh god, so long. 13 minutes. The Chief doesn't need villagers. The Chief needs some Cav Archers.
Oi, oi, oi.
Because that's the Chief. That's the Chief. But, that's fine. The Chief's job is not to make eco. The Chief's job is to make cav archers and be useful. And those cav archers are being useful. This has meant that Sitaux can expand to 85 vils, get a decent military out. I have to say, very impressed with finding a call into the name is tough. 81 vils himself. Even though he's being pressured by Sitaux right on the front, he's able to take decent fights. Like, yeah, like this is... Like, we're being groovy. We are being groovy, and their combo seems to be working pretty well. Sanjay's been on the grind recently. Yeah. I can feel it. Reaching 1150? 1150 for finding a call into that name is tough. Yeah.
Oh wow, well done. Well done.
It's probably makes him the highest rated low elo player. Which is solid. But at the same time, you can be 1200. But I think the maths of it does not quite equate to beating the Chief. Can you come in as a 1200 and beat the Chief? I don't know. As a 1200 who has faced the Chief in tournaments before, he's just too dominant. He's just too strong. He's too intimidating. His raw charisma just overpowers. And you combine that with the mechanical skill of Sitaux, I don't know. I don't know how there can be a way back into this game. Louisiana is behind in Vils, because I have to say, finding a cool internet name is tough. He's just managing to boom alongside Sitaux. But this first castle coming up for the Gajaras is a bit of a game changer, because that's huge pressure on the front. We're going to need some Frank castles of our own, and when it comes down to it, Gajaras beat Franks, right? That's just what happens. Gajaras be beating the Franks.
What if they could raid their base? I mean, they don't have defenses, but I guess they cannot leave the center of the map
They just can't
unprotected. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And they don't have the best raiding units. Yes, they've got some knights, but like they don't have a way of dealing with the raids themselves. They're way more exposed. They can run in, however, into the base of finding a core internet name is tough, and Oladushek. Like it's so easy for them to raid, and there's very little response to it, and it's so much harder to run into the base because of those front walls. And even if they do, they can only hit Big Chief. And Big Chief doesn't need eco. 45 vils, that's plenty.
No, he doesn't.
Is that a good castle? I'm not convinced. Imp on the way in for the Chief. The Chief is on the way to Imp with 45 villagers. The Chief doesn't give a shit. Chief just gonna chief. But the raids are going to raid, and the score difference is climbing. Oladushek is no longer the lowest score. He's managed to get a decent little bit of a boom on. 76 vils now for him. And I, again, super impressed with Sanjay. But unfortunately,
yeah, impressed too, yeah.
The raids are in, and we have just lost kind of 15 vils right there to the mass of Shravamsha riders from Sitaux. Such a toxic unit. I love them. Very fond of the Shravamsha. I think they are an evil addition to the game. I think even if you got rid of the Shravamsha rider, I think the Gajaras are still a strong civ. Right? Like, you can just remove this entire unit and Shravamshas are still strong. And Gajaras are still strong, I mean. But, yeah, I don't think we are all that far away from a GG, with Imp being in for Big Chief, Imp not being on the way in for anybody else, I don't think anytime soon. Oladushek can click up, actually, if he has his buildings, which he does not. Oh, no, he does. There he goes. Okay, so Oladushek can click up, but that's it. Town centre's going down, vils going down. 72 vils for Sanjay. And Shravamsha's coming in and being more and more of a raiding nuisance. TC Fire does absolutely nothing to them because they dodge all of those shots. And the elephants do the damage. At the same time, while this is happening, Oladushek is just sort of booming in. Imp on the way. It has been housed for quite some time. But the GG is there. At least Oladushek gets to... Basically, they were waiting for Oladushek to manage to be the highest scorer on his team so he could GG and not feel bad about it.
Yeah. I think they just failed the rush attack. They lost all the archers against a few scouts. Do you think it could have been different if they would have managed to properly teamwork? What do you think?
I think in the early game, so if I was to quickly hop back to like to this point here, when the archers started coming over, and like the immediate response of Sitaux to throw down the tower, and we lost this little enclave of archers. And then when we were here, and we're still trickling archers over instead of like grouping up. If we'd been grouped up together for this fight right now, they would have won it. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
But because they were split,
yeah,
the reinforcements had taken over and they were never able to get into a competitive military mass. Even though...
So Sitaux knew that they were spamming archers.
Yeah. So I think that was the start of a bit of a spiral.
Mm.
Totally, and Sitau's raids were super, super lethal. Like Sitaux,
So I think
he didn't lose any buildings. He lost 118 units, but had a KD of 1.76. But again, we see just how much that Big Chief got to carry the game with a 2.17 KD. Somebody get this man into Counter-Strike because, God, he's bopping heads.
Mhm. So players are choosing their civilization right now. The map will be chosen by Oladushek and Finding. So let's see what they will pick up. I suspect that map was probably picked up by BigChief and Sitaux. I don't know. We will find out.
Big Chief has an EAPM of 9.
Okay.
9 effective actions per minute. He clicked 9 times and dominated the game. 9.
Wow.
9. Who is this lad?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't think I've ever seen an EAPM of below 10 and a win.
I think he's a legendary figure for sure.
His EAPM is so low that it does not appear. It does not appear on the on the graph. He comes in at the start and he has a little blip at the end, and other than that, he's not there. Oh, Big Chief, why are you so brilliant? Oh, I love watching you so much. You're the best player.
Yeah, definitely.
Every T90 can do every fucking low ELO legend video that he wants in his life. Like, I do not care because none of his low ELO legends are even close to being as good as the Chief. like that. It's just true.
Oh my goodness. So he was the first to go Imperial, isn't it? Yeah, check this out.
He was a machine. 35 eco imp click up. like absolutely wild. hey, he's a beast to be respected, and was genuinely an integral part of their team's win there, because his choice to go straight for Cav Archer worked out really nicely, countered what was coming their way, and nobody expected Big Chief to actually be doing something useful for the game. And it meant that Sitaux could just keep doing what Sitaux wanted to do, because he had that little bit of extra support. Even though he was 2v1, he wasn't really 2v1, because there was a little bit of Big Chief help there. Huge. Huge. Right, so it looks like there is at least a lobby.
Yeah, we have the civilizations picked up by the bot. Master Purulu.
What are we going to be facing?
So Oladushek will be Khmer.
Okay, so
and
Khmer again.
Finding Saracens. Finding.
We're seeing a lot of Saracens today. Second lot of Saracen play. Okay.
Yeah, and Sitaux Persians and BigChief Franks. So two cavalry civilizations.
I'm looking forward to seeing the new Persians when they come out. That should be interesting. They're going to be a whole new civ.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some real changes coming in with the next patch and the new civs. So that'll be an interesting change. A similar change to how the Indians changed from being the Indians to being split into the Gujaras and Hindustanis, and Hindustanis are probably the closest to what the Indians were.
Okay.
So it'll be a big change to how the Persians roll in the future. But I don't think it'll be a bad change. I think.
Why are they keeping adding civilizations? What's the idea behind it? What do you think?
The idea behind adding it's money. It's so we all buy the new civs. That's it. It's they want to bleed us for some more change. I think there's quite a lot of civs in Age of Empires already, and the more civs they add, the harder it is for new people to get into Age of Empires, because there's more things that you need to know. I'm not a huge fan of that, but hey, if that's what they need to do to like keep the game going, to keep giving us updates, to keep a team working on it constantly, to give us this game, fine. If I have to put up with some new civs every year or two, every 8 months, that's not the end of the world for me. Especially because eventually they'll run out of civs.
Yeah, I think so. Or they will start going forward in the time.
Maybe.
Back.
Well, that was sort of the initial plan, was sort of like an Empire Earthy kind of thing, which is another fantastic game. I'd love to cast some Empire Earth professional play. Maybe one day I'll find a way of doing an Empire Earth tournament. One day. But for now, we're going to watch fucking Water Nomad. Oh God!
Okay. Oi. So it's an what? Yeah.
Oh, Big Chief. Oh, Big Chief. Big Chief. Only just making his town centre. Does have a dock down already. Very impressive. Kind of need the TC, my guy. So we have Oladushek here in the purple with a fantastic TC. Unfortunate first house. So he's right on the wood. He's already fishing like absolutely madness. Okay, there we go. Already fishing for Big Chief. I guess we spawned with some fishing ships, which is great. I don't think I've ever seen this map in a while. And Sitaux is telling Big Chief where all of his extra fishing ships are. And his vills. He's like, hey, yeah, get those. Nice. Love the extra awareness of telling your lower rated player what they need to do. And yes, Kai, Persians are indeed getting their +5 back in Dark Age. It will be considering it was removed because it was looked at as being a little bit too strong. I think that's kind of wild. I do think that's kind of wild. It's such a strong bonus. So interested to see how that will work going forward. Also interested to see how it will work for this map. So demos definitely going to be a thing. Like, this is a demoable map. Like, demos, fire, ships, and galleys. So we're looking at civs that are good on water. Persians, I think, should be okay. Franks have a decent enough water. I think Saracens probably okay on water as well. Yeah. Ray likes that they keep adding more civilizations, especially as most newer civilizations have very interesting bonuses that vary the gameplay. I don't disagree. Bear in mind that I am super into the new civs that are coming out. I am very interested in seeing how well infantry play looks for what is it, the Armenians? I think it was them, but like one of the two civs has just interesting looking champions in Castle Age. Come on, champions in Castle Age. Love that. Okay, extra docks coming down for Oladushek. Plenty of scouting, Let's have a look at our players' scouting. So Sitaux has looked around. BigChief had a good look too. Finding a cool internet name is tough. And Oladushek, though, look at that difference between these two teams. They've explored half the map, gone straight to their areas, and then looked around. Team 2 and Team 6 have explored more than half the map. They've found Sitaux, and they are... I think they have also found BigChief. So, I think that's pretty big. Alt F, that's the one. Okay, more docks. So we are fully down for galleys. First galley of Oladushek comes over and hits the water, but it's up against 2 galleys of Sitaux, who managed to pump them out. So this galley has to run away. Bitax in for finding a cool internet name is tough, but Sitaux manages to dive in, get a Vil kill. And we probably need a fire, really. Auto-bait into the TC fire. Painful. Painful. Trying to keep that galley alive. Fire galley on the way out to help keep us safe. So, what about the Chief? What are we making, Chief? We're on our way up. 2 more docks on the way down. Galleys. 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 Hypnos, I think everybody's going to make galleys.
So they're going after Sitaux, but he's just defending very well as always.
Yeah, and he's going to keep defending. He's got enough military now, and everybody else got housed. And the thing is this is the perfect map for a Frank player to just be a bit of a nuisance. I think that BigChief needs to try and just, like, scum his way up to Castle Age, and he will eventually because he has enough food to click up. He's on gold, so he will eventually click up to Castle Age, and he's got his stone. So if all we're doing as BigChief is trying to get up to Castle Age and then start to, like, creep castles around Oladushek's base or this area just to control a bit of water, that's all he needs to do. Because as long as he's a mild nuisance, this will be fine. Because Sitaux is able to take the water fights 2v1. Because his micro is dirty. Look at that. Absolutely filthy micro. Fletching not in though. That will be a boon. And actually they're grouping together nicely. It's just like their team play is so good. Demo came in and hit. I think I just missed that by a second. Let's go back. I don't want to be missing demo shots. Yeah, Oladushek gets a good demo hit there. And I think demos are probably the biggest worry, I think, for the eco. Because all it takes is just slinking a demo around and hitting a wood line or hitting a fishing ship. They're so good. You have to go into galleys to try and deal with that. Fletching lands in for Sitaux. Just pumping out galleys, has a decent eco. The engagement's definitely always favouring Sitaux. And we are forced to pull back. I think that we should probably not be going for galleys. Probably tasking Oladushek with going for fires instead is probably necessary. Because if it's a combo of fires and galleys, then we can't out-micro it. Because the galleys will chase it down and act as a buffer. But if all we're doing is trying to fight micro against a better player, we're gonna struggle. How about Big Chief here? How far are we doing? We are ready to click up. If we put down a market, we can just click up. Market blacksmith, be on our way up. That's what the Big Chief needs. Go up. Or give your res to Sitaux to go up. The day that they find out that Sitaux and Big Chief can have one of them sling the other, because that's not banned in this tournament. Oh boy. Terrifying.
It could be, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we have 2 players against 1.
Again?
2 players against 1.
All the while, we're ignoring the Chief. As he is here, with enough res to click up, if only he had the buildings. But the Chief doesn't care about clicking up. The Chief's just playing his own game. Sitaux forced to back away. But isn't absurdly far off from clicking up himself. 18 on food. Compare that to the 7 of Oladushek, and finding a cool internet name is tough. Like, we're going to be up pretty darn soon. It should be a much better click-up time for Sitaux, who again pulls back, reconstitutes his military, and takes the engagements together. So he's always able to take that fight 2v1, because 10 units taking fights together is better than 9 units taking fights not together. It's just a better fight for Sitaux, and still no fires being put into the mix. And Fletching only just coming in for finding a cool internet name is tough. Sanjay. No. Okay, market on the way down. Castle should be in for Sitaux in moments. Moments. He is prepped. Big Chief, do you wanna click up? You can. We'll let you. You've got the res, my guy. We're not. No. Just okay. You do you, Hunt. That's fine. We support you. We love and support you. And we believe you're doing excellent things. How about our other buddies? Not enough food for both Oladushek and finding a cool internet name is tough. And I believe they're going to finding a decent engagement against Sitaux is going to be tougher. This is the time to get a good engagement, but the military gets mopped up. Look at that, he's just dodging all of the shots. Why? What? Like, if anybody else in the tournament tries to take this fight 2v1, right? Look at the HP. It shouldn't be a fair fight. It should be an absolute stomp for purple and red, but because they're never able to take the smooth engagements together, Sitaux is actually just dunking. Oh. Do they not get fires? Is that... I thought it was only the Vikings that didn't get fires. Maybe I'm wrong. It's like, when you see Castle Age come in for Sitaux, you... like, a little bit of Wii comes out. Like, just a little bit. You're like, oh no. But, like, you have to take the engagement now. You have to kill every single galley that you can, because in a second their upgrades are gonna roll in, and you need to have managed to cut them down. Their numbers are too scary not to.
They are not playing together. They're not playing together.
They're trying. See, the thing is they are playing together. They're taking the engagements together. They're trying, but they're just being outclassed by a far superior player. If you combine...
Yeah, true.
I bet if they had BigChief, Oladushek, and Finding a Cool Internet Name is Tough playing against Sitaux, Sitaux might still win. Because if you give BigChief and Oladushek's score, like, ELO together, I'm pretty sure Sitaux's still higher. Like, that's huge. And I was sure that they could probably do good together, and I think they bloody did. I think game one was a little unfortunate. That BigChief came in as well as he did, and I think that this map is extra unfortunate because I don't think they could have prepped, like this is so non-standard. This is probably not something that Oladushek is good at. This is definitely not something that Finding a Cool Internet Name is Tough is good at, right? The prep for water play has not been super strong, but they've still ruddy tried. But now we've got the combo of fires and galleys, and we're just going to get mopped up by Sitaux on our own. And BigChief is just going to be here, just doing BigChief's things, not clicking up, even though he has the rest. 2,500 food. Like, Chief.
Oi. Oh my goodness.
So I don't think this will be a long one. There we go.
No.
GG comes rolling in.
Oi. Yeah.
Before the Chief can do it, absolute domination by Sitaux and the Chief.
Yeah.
And
GG, guys.
rough.
I wonder if we will find someone able to defeat Sitaux and BigChief.
Do you know who I think can beat Sitaux and BigChief? I think it's Matt Tomsky. But unfortunately, they met in round one.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that, like, they've got better each time they've played. Their teamwork is better. I think Matomsky and his partner are pretty good together. I think they punch above their weight quite a lot. So, but I also think Oladushek and Finding a Cool Internet Name is Tough can do that as well. I had good hopes for this one. Yeah. I think it's unfortunate that the second game was Water Nomad, because I think that threw them off completely. Rough. Very rough. Ooh, shall I? Where's the bracket? Where's the bracket? Challenge, Enigma Cup. Because I want to see what's coming up next.
Yeah, they will be facing Frank Tockarts
Frank
and Brotmans.
Okay.
Which are currently... they've lost all matches. Age of Umpires.
But who have they faced? They faced Portalad. We know Portalad are pretty damn strong because Portalad took down Tuna, which is not zombie. 2-1. So that's a solid, absolutely solid team. And who else? Flaming Camels knocked out, did good damage to Choi. So, ooh, yeah. And considering Burgermeister have lost to Tuna, so that's the other one that's left to go. Oh, so we're missing 2 games? Age of Umpires and Leftnatics and Burgermeister and Dubzak. I thought it was only one.
Yeah, they will be playing. No, they will be playing on Wednesday and another one. I don't know when, but yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Hi guys.
Oi!
Oh,
What can we say?
Word, it's here's what I will say is that Big Chief, what was game 1? You came out of nowhere, not just useful, but actually useful. Straight fast castle-ish cav archer. Was this a play that you decided to do yourself, or did Sitaux say, "Hey, make me cav archers"? What was going on there?
As of late, I've been practicing and noticing that Portuguese is my favorite civ, so I try to apply Portuguese strategies to other civilizations. So
Right.
if I collect wood and gold, it should just work about the same. So that's what I've been doing with Huns and various other civs.
Fantastic. I mean, it played out really, really well. Sitaux, were you a little bit surprised when you had this military support coming out of nowhere?
Man, he did a lot of army. He did more army than villages this match. Big Chief.
He definitely did more army than villagers. He idled himself for most of the game.
A lot.
Hit 35 vills and went, screw making any more vills. We're just going to pump out cav archers.
Yeah, that worked.
EA to save the day.
It really did. Though, Gajara's ended up being a great pick against your opponent's civs, considering that you were able to effectively counter everything that they wanted to do.
Yeah, Gajas is good when you are far away, because it's usually mobility, so units made of horses.
Yeah. You got to play some interesting maps today, though, like completely non-standard as it goes. How did you feel about that?
Big Chief, how do you like?
Man, I love that the first map we played on. I came across that one other time, and I was like, dude, that's got to be our home map for the next round, because I don't think anybody picks that one. So it'd be fun to see people play on it. But yeah, the water map, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oladushek and finding a cool internet name is hard was pretty awesome. I liked that map. And it's been over a year since I've seen anybody play super crazy demos on that one, so I was like, I wanted to go for demos.
Yeah, and then you got demoed. I think you were the only demos that I saw was on your fishing ships.
Oh, you didn't see Big Chief demo on Oladushek?
I didn't.
It was a lot of demos fights between us. Not a lot of, but yeah.
Like before the end, just before the end, you will see there was a crazy one.
Yeah, I think.
A crazy shot.
We just stop playing here.
We'll try and find.
Oh, yeah, that was this moment when we are. But you need to watch Oladushek's base on the woodline. That's where it's happening.
Yeah, I completely missed that.
It was pretty good.
Worth it just for that.
Oh wow!
Beautiful moment, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I found that very, very entertaining. Rough for Oladushek because I think that they're a really good team, especially with how well finding a cool internet name is tough has improved. Like Sanjay is gone up to 1150. Sanjay, have you hit 1200 as well at some point?
Yeah, I think there were some buffing guy. They just gave me free points.
I see. Even still, you
That's
can't
why
smurf past to cross 1100 is a huge part of like being a low ELO player. Like that's a big stage in being competitive.
Yeah, I think I crossed 1100 like 3 weeks back.
Yeah.
Like when the tournament was like the first week. I started playing a lot actually. That's why.
It's showing. People have been hyping up your grind, and it really showed. You did so well in game 1, considering you were facing up against a 2K7 player, and yes, okay,
Yeah,
you
I think,
died, but so would everybody. Damn it, so would everybody.
Yeah, I think you did good, especially the second game. Did you practice the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
practiced.
man, like I practiced that map for like hours and hours. It was so disappointing that we lost. Like
Yeah, but
I was like,
you did a good build that map. Like you had many galleys as a 1100 elo player. That was good.
yeah, we practiced. He taught me the strat, and I practiced it for
Yeah,
like
but I
2
failed
days.
myself.
Right.
Like if you notice, I queue 2 houses and then shift villager farther, and I didn't finish these houses. So my start was so bad.
Scrappy. You had a bit of a rough time, sort of both maps, Oladushek. But still,
I don't know why he's always getting into cameras random. I don't know. You have to check that bot.
Yeah, 3 times Khmer random.
Oh
Yeah, out
yeah,
of four,
true.
out of 4 matches in the using the bot, he got like 3 times come here.
it's maybe that's it. Maybe you're cursed to be Khmer every time.
No.
Even though it was a short set, I genuinely found it really entertaining. I really like your team, Oladushek, and finding a cool internet name is tough. I think you've got a real good chance of doing well against loads of teams in this tournament. I think it's a little unfortunate that the maps.
I didn't get fletching actually in this last map.
It was
I
quite.
was yeah.
It was quite late on fletching. Not sure.
No,
That
Sitaux. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay.
No, go for it.
No, I have a question for Sitaux for the first match. In the first match, sorry, when did you decide to put that tower forward near the wood line and sending forward the scouts, preventing all the archers from Oladushek to attack you? I mean, how did you decide?
I knew BigChief was going FC, so then he has no army in feudal age. He's waiting for archers. So I need to buy time. So doing damage with my scout doesn't make sense. So I would want to buy time with my scouts, like on the archers, and just making tower, just playing safe. Better be safe than sorry. Yes.
So you were already expecting
yeah.
to be rushed, I guess.
Yeah, that also really good early game sieves, Franks and Khmer. So I was
okay.
I was just trying to save my villages.
Got it. Yeah.
And if I didn't do it, I would lose on my wood line, and we would lose again for sure. They had so much army.
I don't know how Sitaux outproduced us. Like I thought maybe we will have more army.
I can tell you why. It's because Sitaux plays with cheats on. It's how all of the 2K7 players get up there. They're all there just typing in, like, how do you, like, cheesesteak jimmies. It's the only reason that they do so well.
Aegis is the best one, the one I use.
It was good. Well, thank you everybody for hopping in. Thank you for coming in for a chat. And thank you everybody in chat for hanging out in chat. This has been a cracking series. A swift 2-0, but we're going to look forward to seeing more from Oladushek.
Who do we have next?
I can definitely tell you. So, Louisiana is up against Age of Umpires. And
what a name!
Yeah, Age of Umpires indeed. They've had a pretty rough run so far. Haven't managed to take a game off anybody. They're up against Left Natics. They're still yet to play their game this week. So we'll see if they manage to get a. Oh no, they.
Was it? Who are the players?
So Left Natics is Lefty Sexton and Wizentic. And Age of Umpires is Frankatars and Vrothmans.
Okay.
Kind of a 1K player, like upper 900s and a 2K. They're an interesting squad. They've had rough matchups because they've struggled a bit so far. But then Flaming Camels is up against Dobzak next. That'll be a banger of a game because that's Dobson and Zach, who are great up there in team combo. So that'll be a really interesting one to see.
Yep. Oh, by the way, I couldn't host you. My stream crashed, but I posted the link, so I don't know if you got more viewers now.
Well,
But yeah, my stream crashed just at the end of the game.
the perfect time.
Age of Empires, prepare to strike out, baby.
It will be. It will be.
The stream crashed because of the Big Chief Demus shot.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
there
so.
was too much action on the screen.
Too many fans, baby. Too many fans.
Too much Big Chief. Too much Big Chief indeed. No, we had a few people swing by, but this is the end of us today. So thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody. And Hypnos, pick a place for us to raid.
Yeah. Okay, guys, appreciate it. Thanks to all players. It was really fun. And yeah, I'll see you for the next match.
Yep.
Thank
Thank you for
guys.
streaming it. Bye bye.
Oh,
Pleasure.
No problem. Thank you. And
all my
thanks,
fans.
Tom. Yeah. Thanks, Big Chief. All right, guys. Let's go raid Linz, she's always very kind with us. So yeah, let's show some support to her. And thanks, Tom, for the casting. It was really nice casting with you.
Well,
Like always.
that's what I do. Oh, Smiley's casting.
Yeah. So okay, guys. See you soon. Bye.
We just gotta wait patiently for this raid to come. We're just gonna sit here.
Raid. No. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you
Nice,
very
nice,
much.
nice.
That was a good stream.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I really enjoyed